When I first came here, I thought this was the most magical looking place. It ain't no Disney World, that's for sure, but theme parks were never my bag. But here, open sky, fresh air, mountains, freedom. This was my Disney World. Every time I see that damn barn, big old M slapped across it, I know I'm home. Nah, this is my home. I'd kill for her, I'd die for her. This is where I belong. And I want you to remember that as we cross the threshold, yeah? Because it is important to me that you understand this ranch means a lot to a lot of people. Cowboys, the owners, hell, the surrounding community. We do a lot of good work here. The price of that is fighting, constantly. Well, if we were in Montana or Wyoming, we'd be fighting developers, people trying to turn this place into a resort. Texas, the heat, the elements. Here, though, we've got a different game. Don't get me wrong. I respect Frosthaven. I understand why it was built. I even support it. But I gotta be honest, being somebody who helps raise cattle, there's a lot of monsters in those woods. I don't care if they like being called monsters or not. At the end of the day, they eat cattle if they want to. We've had issues with vampires, werewolves, every damn thing out there. Yeah, we have. With that in mind, it's good to keep perspective. We're fighting every damn thing under the sun. Most of these people are humans. It's a lot of work. No, still didn't say what I was. You keep asking. Is it a problem if I'm just a human? So you can tell I'm not a human. Oh, that's a hell of a power. Can you also tell me the lottery numbers? No, come on. I need a new saddle, so it'd be nice. 2, 3, 15, 16, 23, 42. What are we working with here? That's what I thought. Listen, you don't have to worry about what I am. I'm not gonna tear your throat out. Now, don't exactly look that good. You look like you could be a little stringy. Besides, I'm not a fan of the taste of flesh. At least, not if it isn't cattle. Nor pig. Hell, I'll even do chicken. You're a little too easy, do you know that? Because horses are the easier option. Those trees are dense. We need to be able to move through them, but we need to be able to move through them with a relative quickness. Some of the best horses in the world are in that barn. We're gonna take 2 of them. What did I say to you a few hours ago? I was throwing you into the deep end. This is the deep end. Yeah, it is. And it's gonna be a deep end for the rest of the day. Hopefully, sometime tonight you can finally lay your head down. Preferably in the bunkhouse. But there's always a possibility it's under the stars. That's the life of a wrangler. You know, some days you're under the stars, some days you're in bed. Either way. You're starting to get it. If it's any consolation, if you're out in the woods, I'm out in the woods. If you're sleeping under the stars, I'm sleeping under the stars. And as I said, I have to have your back because I need you to have mine. It's a two-way street. As long as we understand that. Come on. Horses are right in here. I'll find you a saddle that fits and then, we can get you set up. Don't worry about your stuff. We'll come back for it. Nobody's gonna mess with my truck. Now, officially, it's the ranch's truck, but that is my truck. You ever drive that truck, I'll cut your hands off. That is my truck. You get me? The only person who's allowed to drive that truck that isn't me is Miss Whitlock, so, Small pool. Don't touch the keys. Yeah. Come on. Your stuff will be safe. Let's get to it. We got a lot of work to do today. Now, up here in this barn, we've got something around 30 horses. Most of them are assigned to one wrangler or another. I mean, everybody gets their own sort of flavor. You get me? Everybody has a favorite horse. It's a bond you form. Just like I have your back, you have mine. You better figure that out with the horse. That's all we got out here. You better leave that shit outside the barn. You better figure it out and quick. That horse is your only partner out here, not even me. If we're separated, it's just you and the horse. Like I said, you better figure that shit out real quick. If you don't, you're gonna have a world of trouble. Come here. Let me take a look at you for a second. I think this is gonna be your best bet. Sajenko. It's a local maker. He's very good. Should fit you just fine. You're gonna have to tweak the stirrups a little bit, make sure they're at the right height, but, there was no way that was gonna fit 100%. I also ride a Shenko. He's a damn good saddler. Knows what he's doing. They're very comfortable. It'll fit you well. Yeah. Now the key's gonna be finding you a horse. Who do we like? Who do we like? Who do we like? What, that one? That beautiful black Arabian? No. Not a chance. That's my horse. Nobody rides Nick's but me. He and I have been partners for years. Damn freight train of a horse when he and I first got together. Took a while. A lot of trust. A lot of work. But eventually he and I figured it out. You're gonna have to figure it out too. Yeah. In fact, I know the best horse for you to figure it out with. Come here. This is Chester. Say hi. He's not really bonded to anybody yet. Newer horse, but He's decently broken in. He'll serve well. Won't you, big guy? Oh, don't listen to him too much. All bark and no bite with this one. Kinda like some of those werewolves we run into, yeah? What? Why are you looking at me like that? I like horses better than I like most people. So yeah, I tend to be in a better mood. Uh, Chester'll do well with you. You got this one, big guy? That's my boy. Alright, you get him saddled. I'll go take care of Nix. Please, for the love of God, tell me you know how to saddle a horse. You're a hand. What did I hire you for if you don't know how to saddle a horse? I'm just making sure. There's horse blankets and everything else you might need in his stall. Don't take too long, we gotta move. Just get after it, alright? I got things to do. Hey, Nix, come here. Alright, everything's looking pretty good. How about on your end? Yeah, cinch looks nice. Ladder goes in place. Stirrups are just the right height. Damn. Not a bad saddle. Your aversion to horses makes me a little nervous, so yeah. I'm a little impressed, but looks like a good saddle job. You should be doing just fine. Alright. You got your hat, you got your chaps, everything else you might need. Good. Last thing you need. Over in the gun safe. Grab a rifle. Something's hunting our cattle. Yeah, you're gonna want a rifle. What do you mean nobody's ever taught you to shoot? How many ranches have you worked on previous to this one? And nobody at all has taught you to shoot. Oh, this is about to get real damn interesting. I don't care. Go grab a rifle. Everything in there is 4570, so make sure to just grab a box of 4570. It's 4 numbers, really. Shouldn't be too hard. 45-70. Come on. Keep up. While you're at it, grab a secondary box for me. My rifle and all my gear's in the stall with Nix. Easiest place to keep it. Actually, a rifle comes home with me every night, but when everything started to happen, I had somebody toss it in there for me. Easier to find it that way. Just get a rifle, 2 boxes of ammo. Meet me out front. I'll take Chester with me, yeah? This is gonna go so well. I can feel it in my bones. Jay might have been right about this place. Big bear-looking bastard. That's gonna be a hell of a day. Hey, I need you to do me a favor. Keep this one alive, yeah? I trust you more than I trust most anybody on this godforsaken patch. I didn't mean that in reference to you. I trust you more than anybody entirely. Miss Whitlock is a different story, and you know that. I trust you implicitly, old friend. You just keep an eye on them for me, yeah, Chester? I appreciate you, boy. Don't worry. I'll make sure we all get through this. All right. You ready? There's a scabbard on your saddle. Rifle goes in there. Mount up and let's get to it. Sun's pretty high in the sky. We got a few hours ahead of us, so we gotta get moving. Well, mountain's about an hour and a half that way, but I'm figuring once we hit the trees, we are gonna slow. Because they're trees and they're horses. They're graceful, but they're not acrobats. And I don't want to get anybody hurt. Least of all these two. Well, let's be fair. You and I break a leg, we get laid up for a couple of weeks, but we're okay. They break a leg, game over. I'm not having that happen. All right, then. You keep your eyes on the ground, your eyes on the horizon as well. Horse riding 101. Keep one eye on the ground for holes, one eye on the horizon to make sure you know where you're going. Come on. You said you're a hand, so show me that you're a hand. About time you showed some initiative. All right. Next, come here. You ready? No. We still don't have time for a fucking tour. I don't care that we're on horseback. We're still moving. Well, you got jokes. Hell of a time for 'em, isn't it? All right. All right. I'll accept that. I've been pretty hard on you so far. At least you can dish it out as well as take it. And I'll keep you alive on this place. It's a ranch. It's filled with cowboys, wranglers, hands, and all other manner of degenerates. I need to know you can keep your head on, and that you can fend for yourself. All right, then. Come on, let's get after it. Daylight's burning. Come on, Nix. Let's ride.